The NFL Hall of Fame in Canton is home to the best NFL players of all time, but after existing for 2 centuries, there are still players who weren't good enough and still haven't punched their ticket yet. Today, I will talk about some of the players who still have a chance to get into the Hall of Fame. But before I get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
First choice in the 2004 NFL Draft, the San Diego Chargers select Eli Manning, quarterback, Mississippi.
The first player I'm going to talk about is Eli Manning. Coming out of college, Manning was drafted by the San Diego Chargers in the first round, but the team made an infamous trade and sent him to the Giants in exchange for Phillip Rivers. In Manning's first year, he only started in 7 games and finished with a 1-6 record, but things quickly turned around in the next year and he led the team to an 11-5 record. However, in his first playoff game, he was shut out by the Carolina Panthers. After losing in the wild card again in 2006, Manning's next year will be one for the ages. In 2007, Manning led the team to a 10-6 record despite leading the league in interceptions. In the playoffs, he beat both the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before going to the championship to face the Green Bay Packers. In this game, the two teams went into overtime after a Giants interception turned into a fumble recovery that put the Packers in field goal range, followed by a missed field goal the following drive. In overtime, the Packers quarterback Brett Favre threw a crucial interception to put the Giants back in field goal range. New York made a field goal and was headed to the Super Bowl. In this game, the Giants went up against 3-time Super Bowl champ Tom Brady and head coach Bill Belichick. This game went into Giants' favor because of the defensive performance by New York. After a late touchdown by Randy Moss in the fourth quarter, the Giants had one last chance to get back in the lead. And on a crucial third down, one of the biggest plays happened.
Eli Manning stays on his feet, airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree. Inside the 25 and a timeout taken.
After this catch, the Giants marched their way into the red zone and scored on their final offensive drive, giving Eli Manning his first Super Bowl championship. From 2008 to 2011, Manning did not see a Super Bowl, and in 2010, he led the league in interceptions again. But in 2012, New York barely made the playoffs, but just like the last Super Bowl run, they pretty much dominated the NFC and made it back. But this resulted in a rematch against Tom Brady, who was still seeking his 4th ring. The game went exactly like the last. Patriots scored a late touchdown, and Giants were trailing. But a big catch by Mario Manningham put the Giants past midfield. In the red zone, running back Ahmad Bradshaw punched it in for the score, and Eli Manning won his 2nd Super Bowl against Tom Brady. But sadly, this was his last time reaching the Super Bowl. In the next few years, New York missed the playoffs in every year other than 2016, when Manning was paired with wide receiver Odell Beckham. After 2019, Manning decided to retire from the NFL. Despite having ups and downs, Manning's career was decent. He made 4 Pro Bowls and won 2 Super Bowls. It shouldn't be long before he gets that call to the Hall of Fame. The next player that should be in the Hall of Fame is running back Fred Taylor. Taylor was selected 9th overall by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 1998 NFL Draft. In his rookie year, he started 12 of 15 games and rushed for over 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns. In 1999, Taylor played in only 10 games and missed the rest of the season due to a hamstring injury. But in both of those years, the team still managed to make it far in the playoffs, and it looked like future was bright for Taylor in Jacksonville. Fred continued to dominate in 2000 and finished 6th in the NFL in rushing despite missing the playoffs. But in 2001, he suffered a groin injury that sidelined him for the rest of the season. However, next season he bounced back and set a team record with 1,700 all-purpose yards. He continued to ball out in 2003 and 2004, but another set of injuries once again sidelined him. He suffered a knee injury at the end of the 2004 season, and in the next season, he would miss 5 games as well. But in 2006, Jacksonville made another move by drafting running back Maurice Jones-Drew in the 2nd round. This caused Taylor to share reps with the young rookie, but Taylor still managed to rush for over 1,000 yards and combined with Jones-Drew for 2,000 yards, the most by any running back duo in NFL history. In 2007, Taylor hit a career milestone and passed 10,000 rushing yards and was named to his first Pro Bowl and 2nd team All-Pro. In 2008, despite having a reduced role, Taylor started in 13 games before being placed on injured reserve with a thumb injury, and this will be his final season in Jacksonville. After that, Taylor went on to have a brief 2-year stint with the New England Patriots before signing a 1-day contract to retire with Jacksonville. Overall, Taylor had a good career. If it wasn't for injuries, we probably would have seen his full potential. Not only that, but he was overshadowed by other running backs during that era. Taylor has been nominated for the Hall, but has yet to make it to the finalist round and be selected. The next person on the list is wide receiver Reggie Wayne. In 2001, he was selected by the Indianapolis Colts in the first round of the draft. He was selected to complement the other Colts receiver, Marvin Harrison. However, Wayne didn't score his first touchdown until his second year, but he started to improve in 2003 after getting 838 reception yards. In 2004, he had his first 1,000-yard season and led the league in yards per game in the playoffs. In 2005, Wayne continued to dominate and made it to the divisional round, where he took a loss to the Steelers. But in 2006, Indy made a run to the Super Bowl against the Chicago Bears. In this game, Wayne helped the Colts take the win after scoring a 53-yard touchdown.
Wayne at the 15, he walks in!
In 2007, the team was a little banged up, and Wayne had more of a workload, but he still managed to have 1,500 yards and 100 receptions, setting a career high in both. However, Indy made it to the divisional round and lost to the San Diego Chargers. From 2008 to 2010, he continued to earn Pro Bowl honors after having multiple 1,000-yard seasons. The only season he went under 1,000 yards was in 2011 because of quarterback Peyton Manning's absence. But in 2012, he bounced back and made his last 1,000-yard season. However, in his last 2 seasons in Indy, he only totaled for 1,200 yards. His final season will be in New England before retiring for good. The fourth player on this list is another receiver who dominated the 2000s, and that is Torry Holt. Holt was drafted 6th overall by the St. Louis Rams. In his rookie year, he immediately made an impact and had over 700 receiving yards and became a part of one of the best offenses of all time, known as the greatest show on turf. In this year, St. Louis made it to the Super Bowl against the Tennessee Titans. This ended in a win after the Titans fell short in the last drive, and Holt won a ring in his first season. From 2000 to 2005, he reached at least 1,300 yards every season before the streak came to an end in 2006 due to injuries to himself and the rest of the team. After playing his last season in 2008, Holt was released from the Rams and signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. However, he only played 1 season in Jacksonville before going to the New England Patriots for 1 season. In 2012, he signed a contract with the Rams and announced his retirement. Holt was one of the most underrated receivers in the 2000s, and now it's time for the NFL to give him his flowers and put him in the Hall of Fame. The final player who has yet to make the Hall of Fame is linebacker Luke Kuechly. Coming out of Boston College, Kuechly was drafted with the 9th overall pick by the Carolina Panthers. He made an immediate impact in his first season and was named to the All-Rookie team. In 2013, he continued to dominate and was named to the All-Pro team while winning Defensive Player of the Year. He stayed consistent throughout the 2010s, earning Pro Bowl honors and even making a Super Bowl appearance. But his career came to a quick end after sustaining too many concussions while playing, and this resulted in an early retirement in 2019. Recently, Kuechly became eligible for the Hall of Fame, and he was named as a finalist for this past year. I think it won't be long before we see him in the Hall, probably next year. With another ceremony ending, it's interesting to see who else will make next year's Hall of Fame. But that'll be the end of this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.